Hey, aspiring guitarists, this is my favorite guitar for the day. It's a Alvarez LP. The P is for a Parlor size, L is for the Laureate series. And it's a Parlor size that I've been looking forward to getting. I'm having to downsize the guitars I like to play because of my shoulder. I can't seem to get over a big dreadnought anymore without causing shoulder pain. And I exercise my shoulder and I work it out regular, which helps. But anyway, the smaller guitars just seem to do a lot for me. This is, as you know, Alvarez has several series. This is their top of the line mass produced series, which if you look at some of the videos about it, the CEO Chris will talk about how they're trying to make this as close to a luthier's handcrafted guitar in a mass-produced series that they can. Everything is hand-selected. The top is quadruple A. That's 4A Sitka Spruce. It's solid East Indian rosewood for the back and sides, which is just utterly gorgeous. I know you're getting that reflection. Everything is picked. The bridge, the fingerboard, which the fingerboard is ebony. The neck wood is African mahogany. The neck shape is a soft V to C. It's got a 14.96, almost a 15-inch radius, a 24-inch scale, just a little bit smaller than the typical Gibson at 24 3/4. The inlay is abalone, and they used a special blue abalone, which is harder to find, but you can see it in the Alvarez logo. And they've also got it at the 12th fret there. It's got an LR Baggs system in it. It's the LR Baggs Hi-Fi. You've got the sound, the volume control. You can see I've got it plugged in to a wireless receiver. And I'm going to play it through a Fishman Loudbox Mini Charge. The only difference between the Loudbox Mini and the Loudbox Mini Charge is the Charge has a built-in battery that allows you 10 to 12 hours of playing time without having to plug in. So, yeah, that's the only difference there. Sometimes I will mic into my DI. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to let you hear the guitar. It comes with an Alvarez soft shell case. Trying to think of what else. Yes, it is a solid bone nut, bone saddle. And actually the pegs have abalone in them and they're wooden, which does lend to the tone, believe it or not. That's part of the Laureate series, where Chris Meikle, the CEO, talked about how the Yara factory in Japan, which of course was started by, I'll screw his first name up, Fujio Yari, the master craftsman, who trained all these luthiers in this small town in Japan to handcraft guitars from start to finish, using quality wood, everything. And so what Alvarez tried to do was marry the best of the handcrafted luthier, making all the decisions, with the mass production factory using the CNC machines, but they knew up front what they wanted to do. So they're trying to learn one from the other. Every single part of this is hand selected. It's got a beautiful tone. It feels good. You can hear the sustain. So anyway, I'm just going to let you hear a little bit of it. I remember I'm playing through that Loudbox Mini through a wireless transmitter. It's just a gorgeous sustain. If I cut the volume off, you can hear it just acoustically. Anyway, I've waited a long time to get this. They came out with them about a year ago. They introduced the Parlor size, which I love the Parlor size. I can bring it in tight. I'm getting to where I play more and more in a classical style position just because I can bring the guitar in close. But I don't want to have to hold up the guitar, and this, suits well to doing that. It's a joy to play, and it speaks to me like I hope your guitar speaks to you. And I just wanted you to be able to hear it. It's got some really nice features. It is to me much better than the Masterworks Dreadnought I had in sound, tone, and playability. And the Masterworks was a fine instrument. You can get the lower end Alvarez, and they're still good guitars. But the Masterworks was a step above until they came up with the Laureate series, which Alvarez has a bunch of different series of guitar to fit every need level and price point. So I hope you enjoyed looking at this. Alvarez guitars, they were around. I almost went with an Alvarez when I got my Epiphone when I was 13 years old from cutting grass. I've always liked Alvarez guitars. They make solid, very well designed guitars. They make other things too. I've got an Alvarez banjo, a Minstrel 1976 version that I bought from a friend of mine that just plays unbelievably. So, they're out of St. Louis, Missouri. The Yayare factory for the handcrafted is in Japan. And so I also, my buddy at Guitar Center, Brandon Thomas, the manager here in Birmingham, he actually toured the factory and said it was just amazing, to see the detail, the hand scalloping, how they fine hone the necks and things like that. So, it's a very well-built guitar. I hope your guitar journey is great, and most of all, happy picking, and I mean it.